We happen also to disclose we're in the midst, as we speak right now in the summer of 2021, conducting a series of seminars. It's the Kessler Foundation Stand and Deliver Leadership Academy. And there are, I believe, 10 or so, Mary, 10 or 11,
Yep.
incredibly talented researchers, scientists, PhDs that are just really smart. Do you believe, Rodger, even though they have gone into science and research to make a difference in the lives of others who are dealing with spinal cord injuries and the whole range of areas where Kessler Foundation does research, do you believe at the core they see themselves as quote unquote leaders?
That's a great question, Steve. I would tell you this, that first and foremost, from what I see of, and I know who those leaders are that have been through your program now for the last 4 years, Steve, on our campus. First of all, I think they're so enthusiastic about the mission. They can see the North
of the
Star,
foundation,
right? The foundation's mission, right? They can see the North Star in terms of the work that we do. And then on top of that, they're great at science, right? So we're hiring some of the world-class scientists that can compete on the NIH stage, on the Department of Defense stage, on all the federal agency stages for grant wins and grant making. So they're great at science, but they're also, from a leadership point of view, they have to be great grant writers. They have to be great publishers, because publishing is so important in order to get grants, new grants, as the peer review panels review the work that they've done. But they also have to be, as leaders, great at communications. And this is something that you've been spending so much time with them. And we see the results, Steve. In addition to that, they've got to be great at project management. They got to be great at relationship building with people.
Hold on, Rodger. Rodger, sorry for interrupting. Great at communication, presenting, executive presence, talking to non-scientific audiences, running meetings. How about developing and coaching other people and mentoring them, which is not in their wheelhouse naturally? Go ahead, Rodger, pick it up.
So important, Steve. They have to be mentors to the next generation of scientists and leaders that are coming up in the organization. Because when you think about science, you're really building on the shoulders of scientists that have come before you. And so if you're not building those scientists, if you're not mentoring them, you're not creating the future generation of leaders.
This edition of Lessons in Leadership with me, Steve Adubato, and my colleague Mary Gamba has been brought to you by the BUCCINO Leadership Institute at Seton Hall University, Prager Metis, Valley Bank, the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 825, the New Jersey Sharing Network, Delta Dental of New Jersey, Kessler Foundation, and Seton Hall University, showing the world what great minds can do since 1856.
This is Mary Gamba. If you want more leadership tips and tools, log on to stand-deliver.com.
Promotional support for this edition of Lessons in Leadership with me, Steve Adubato, and my colleague, Mary Gamba, has been provided by NJ.com, NJBIA, and New Jersey Business Magazine, CIANJ, and Commerce Magazine.